The diagram shows part of a curve crossing the x-axis at the origin O and at the point A80. Tangents to the curve at O and at A meet at P, at the point P as shown in the diagram. The curve has equation y equals 12x minus 3x to the power 5/3. Find dy dx. Find dy dx at O, and hence write down the equation of the tangent at O. Show that the equation of the tangent at A is this, y plus 8x equals 64. Find the integral, this dx and d. Calculate the area of the shaded region bounded by the curve from O to A, and the tangents OP and AP. Okay, that's the question then. Quite a long question. I've got it summarized here as best I can. So let's just find dy dx then. Here's y. So I'll put it up here, the first one then. So dy dx, just to save a bit of room. X goes to 1, so it's 12 lots of that. 12 lots of 1 is 12. The 5/3 power rule comes down. The 3's will cancel to leave 5. X to the 1 less than 5/3 is 2/3. So there's dy dx then. Find it at 0. So part B then, I'll just squeeze it in here. Dy dx at 0 then, at x equals 0. This will be 0, so we'll just get 12 at x equals 0. And the equation of the tangent at 0. So I am going to squeeze that in here, believe it or not. So y is equal to the gradient 12 times x. So y equals 12x. There's no intercept because it goes through the origin. So that's the equation of the tangent at O. So I'll put that in the diagram then. Now we've got it. Y is equal to 12x. Okay, so show that the tangent at A then. Now we want the tangent at A. We've got the derivative. So this is part 2, which I'll squeeze in here. Because we can just work with the dy dx then. Dy dx is equal to, now I want to put in the value at A, and A has the x value of 8, so it's 12 minus 5 times 8 to the 2/3. 12 minus 8 to the 3rd is 2, and 2 squared is 4. You can tap it in the calculator if you want. So this works out to be 4. 5 4s are 20. So it's minus 8. Negative steep slope, which is what we would have expected. So at A then, so I'm going to carry it on now here. So at A, y minus the y value 0 is equal to the gradient minus x. Gradient x minus the value here. Okay, so that's what we get. So that tells us then y, and this minus 8x we can take over the other side, so plus 8x is equal to, and then the minus 8 times minus 8 will give us the 64, which is what we wanted to show. That's the equation we wanted to show. So that's the two tangents then. I'm going to put that in the diagram as well. Y plus 8x equals 64. So y plus 8x equals 64. So here at P then, just for reference, not part of the question, but here 12x and 8x is 20x, and that's equal to 64, isn't it? Because y is 12x here, and 8x is 20x equals 64. So x will equal 64 over 20, 32 over 10, which is 3.2. So that's the x. And then y, the y coordinate then at P, this point, 12 times 3.2. 12 times 3.2. Okay. 3.2 is 32 over 10. 12 times 3.2, let's put it in. Just because I think we'll need this later, because we need the area of the whole triangle, don't we? 38.4. Okay, that's that then. Okay, good. So that's the height of P, which is what we're going to need later on, I think. Now part C then, let's get back to the actual question for the moment. C. This integral, answer then. Integrate, raise the power by 1. So B squared, divide by that number, 12 lots of, minus, raise the power by 1. So that would be 8/3 then. Divide by that number, plus K. So tidy up, 6x squared. The 3 can come up to be with the other 3. 9x to the 8/3 over 8 plus K. Okay, that's part C. And then part D, then find the shaded area. And that's why we did that little bit of work before. So the area of the shaded area is equal to the total area of the triangle minus this area. So I'm going to look at the area here. I'm going to call this area 1, and the area under the curve between 0 and 8. So I'm going to call this area 1 then, because I'll just work out that. Let me just move this thing up if I can, to give me some more room. That should be enough. So area 1 then. Okay, so is this integral between 0 and 8? So 6x squared minus 9x to the 8/3 over 8, bounded between 0 and 8. So that would equal 6 times 8 squared minus 9 over 8 times 8 to the 8/3. So I put the top value in, take away the bottom value, and that will give us 0 in both cases. Top value, take bottom value. There's the top value, there's the bottom value. So 8 8s are 64, so it's 6 times 64 here, minus, now 9 over 8. 8 to the power third is 2, and it's 2 to the 8, or 2 to the 8, that's it. This is a 2 cubed. So this would be 6 times 64 minus 9 times, this is 2 cubed, this is 2 to the 8, it leaves 2 to the 5, 32. So what have we got? We've got 6 times 64 minus 9 times 32. So this would be 12 times 32 minus 9 times 32, wouldn't it? Which is 3 times 32, which is 96 units squared. Let's just check that. That would be 12 32s, because you half that. Double that and half that is 12 32s. Minus 9 32s is 3 32s. 96. 2 to the 5 is 32, that's right. So everything's fine. That's that area. So now area 2. So the area, shaded area then, is equal to half base times the height of P, which we worked out before in the picture. 38.4. Half base is 8. That total area, 38.4. Minus the 96. And that will give us the shaded area. Okay, so half 8 is 4 times 38.4 minus the 96. And we get 1457. Oh, I've typed that in. I've got too many 38s. 38.4. Delete the one of them. And we get 57.6 units squared. So that's area. So that's the shaded area.